Hello, my friends, and welcome to my live. I don't often do this, but I did want to share something with you because I've always been interested. In fact, the philosophy of my life has always been that thoughts create and to take care of our thoughts, to be mindful. Not that I've always done that, but that's always been my philosophy. I've always believed that thoughts create. But I never had any proof. I never had the information that backed up my claim. And so I went and I did some research and I found the science. I found the backup. I'm kind of excited and I wanted to share it with you. I found it in quantum physics and I also found it in natural law. Now, natural law is sometimes called universal law, and I love to call it cosmic law because that's what John Lennon called it. And it has been around for centuries, probably longer, probably eons. Okay, it's probably one of those pieces of knowledge that's been lost and found, as long as the earth has had humans on it. But quantum physics has only been around for this century, so I found it very interesting that the two of them are essentially saying the same thing, and I just want to share this with you. So, quantum physics says that everything is in motion and that everything is surrounded by energy fields. So, these energy fields are like little toruses, okay? So, down to the subatomic particle, up to the giant universe we live in, everything has a torus. And so, the toruses then, the electromagnetic fields are nested and they're within each other, and it basically fills up all of space. It fills up all of the ethers. Now, this entirety of space is called the unified field by quantum physicists. Now, this is fascinating because the first universal law says that all is of the mind and that all is one. And so this unified field, obviously, is everything, and so is the first universal law. It says all is one. But what is this mind? What is this all of the mind thing? So let me continue. Quantum physics has also discovered that energy follows thought. So energy is essentially created from mind. So the mind, the thought, expresses itself as energy, and this was proved by the quantum physicists when they did this experiment called the double slit experiment. Now, this experiment had particles that they were shooting across the room through a slit, and the particles would behave in a certain manner. But when they had an observer, when somebody actually watched the experiment, the particles did something completely different. They did something that the observer expected them to do or didn't expect them to do. I don't remember actually. But the important thing about this was that what they noticed was that mind was affecting the matter. And so this is super interesting because the second universal law is the law of correspondence. And this law states, as above, so below, and as within, so without. So this law is about our communication with the unified field. So just like what the experiment found, what we think, feel, and intend on the inside is what happens on the outside. This law states that we draw to ourselves what we are broadcasting. So our thoughts work as a signal, as like a electrical charge. Mind is energy. An electrical charge, excuse me, in the quantum field. And our emotions work like a magnet and they draw back to us what we've put out there. So I've already mentioned that quantum science has found that everything is energy, but they also found that differences in the vibration, the frequency of the vibrations, affect matter in different ways or create matter in different ways. So the universal law has a third one called the law of vibration. This law states that everything vibrates and is in motion. So just as quantum physics has confirmed, vibrations are a universal force that exists as energy frequencies within all matter as ether or space between everything. So let me use the physical body as an example of how thoughts create. Every thought produces a frequency, and the energy of that frequency produces a physical condition. So higher vibrations are found in the lighter emotions such as gratitude and joy. Now, these emotions release antibodies into your system, creating immunity and homeostasis, harmony, balance, health. Lower vibrations are found in the heavier emotions such as fear, guilt, hate. These vibrations create a stress in the body and prevent the body from the production of antibodies. Now, not being able to create antibodies means that you have a lower immune system and that you are more susceptible to illness. So to create a life of more vibrant life, full of health and happiness, we have to change the field. We have to hold certain thoughts and feelings in our electromagnetic field that are of the higher vibration. Because as we hold certain thoughts and feelings in our field, we begin to create chemistry. This is the first step to creating matter. So think of it this way. We have a thought. The thought creates an atom, a spark of electricity, a little energy. Atoms combine to become molecules. Then those molecules combine to create a cell. And then those cells divide and they combine to create tissue, etc., etc. So this is how our thoughts and feelings can produce physical results in our bodies. And I thought, wow, that's amazing that matter originates in our energetic field. That matter is not created from matter. It's created from energy. So our body is surrounded by its own field, and this field includes the vibrations of our thoughts, our emotions, and our subconscious mind. So let's ask ourselves, what are our thoughts and our subconscious mind and our emotions telling us? Are they telling us, are we saying to ourselves that we're weak? Are we saying to ourselves that we're strong? Are we saying to ourselves that we're prone to illness? So I found this fascinating, and it encourages me to be more mindful about what vibes I'm putting out in the world and to not choose the negativity, but to choose the positivity and to maintain a high vibrational state and stay in gratitude and joy and be able to alter the patterns of my own vibrational field and let that affect my physical body in a beautiful way that only the universe can. So thank you for listening. I'm super happy I got to share this information with you, and I want you all to have a lovely, wonderful quantum day. Thanks for watching.